Well, we are in difficult times. I mean, you talk about high gas prices. People have predicted food shortages, inflation, stuff like that. But the main point is that when difficult times come, God uses those difficult times to draw us back to Himself. And why does He do that? He does that because He loves us. He cares about us. So when difficult times come, we can choose one of two approaches. We can get angry at God, we can ignore God, or we can run to God. We can seek God's help. And it's totally our choice, whatever we want to do. We can run to God, or we can ignore God, but that's our choice. The difficult times emphasize the fact that we need God. That's what difficult times are supposed to do. And it actually, in a roundabout kind of way, or maybe a direct way, puts pressure on us to seek God. God is using the difficult times to get us to seek Him. But I want you to understand this, it's a limited time offer. And you will see that when we talk about King Ahab in just a minute. This is a limited time offer. This is not a forever offer. So we're going to look at two examples of God using difficult time to draw us back to Himself, difficult times. And that's Adam and Eve. God created Adam and Eve, and life was good. They had everything they needed. They had all the gas they needed. They had all the food they needed. They didn't have any problems. In fact, God was walking with them. God was blessing them. And they had one rule. Count it. One rule. They had one rule. Don't eat from that tree of the knowledge of good and evil. One rule. Can you believe that? They only had one rule. And what did they do? They listened to Satan. They ate. And difficult times came upon them. When they ate, difficult times came upon them. And this highlights the pattern of sin bringing difficult times into a life. When we sin, when we do evil, you can write it down. Difficult times will come. Sin leads to difficult times every time. There's no exception to this rule. And why does that happen? It happens because God loves us. He cares about us. And through those difficult times, He is drawing us to Himself all the time. God is not going to sit idly by and let Satan win. He's not going to sit idly by and let His children go off into hell. It's not going to happen. God is going to intervene. That's why sin has consequences. And we see these consequences for Adam and Eve. Genesis chapter 3, verse 16. To the woman, He said, I will greatly multiply your pain in childbirth. In pain you will bring forth children, yet your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you. For Adam there was consequences. Verse 17. And then to Adam He said, because you have listened to the voice of your wife. Now listen, guys, we need to be listening to the voice of our wife 99% of the time. But if she's recommending something ungodly, like Job's wife was recommending, curse God and die, then we need to not listen to them. But the other 99% of the time, we need to be listening to them. Because you have listened to the voice of your wife and have eaten from the tree about which I commanded you, I personally told you. Don't you remember, Adam, who was standing right over there? Don't you remember what I told you? And you have eaten from the tree about which I commanded you, saying, you shall not eat from it. Cursed is the ground because of you. In toil you will eat of it all the days of your life. Both thorns and thistles it shall grow for you, and you will eat the plants of the field. By the sweat of your face or of your brow you will eat bread, till you return to the ground, because from it you were taken, for you are dust, and to dust you shall return. Sin brings about difficult times.